Back to it again. I've had a couple of people request that I look at Fail2Ban, or have at least mentioned Fail2Ban. Jules Marshall 8322 and Sharing 0. Let's have a look at that today. So I have my trusty little mini PC, my little Lenovo. It's got FreeBSD 13.2, the stable release. This not stable. Shut up. The release of 13.2. There we go. 13.2 release. And we're going to install a couple of packages, because I want to do a little bit of a comparison rather than just go through how to do one or the other. I thought I'd look at both of them at the same time. So I'm going to look at Fail2Ban and I'm going to look at SSHGuard, because I've used both of them in the past with varying degrees of success, I might add. So let's get them installed. Package install py Fail2Ban, I believe is the package name. Let me just check that. Py Fail2Ban and SSHGuard. Let's get them both installed. Oh, really? Interesting. That's better. I needed the Python name number. Try that again. I needed the Python version 3.9. Let's get them installed. There we go. So it's telling me a load of information here. Let's go to our user local etc directory. We should see the folders for it. So there's Fail2Ban and there's the SSHGuard.conf. So we'll look at Fail2Ban first. Fail2Ban is a little bit of a beast. So it runs on this principle of jails. So we'll have a look at all this stuff and go from there. So let's look at Fail2Ban.conf first. See what's in it. This is ever so slightly too big. Settings, there we go. Appearance. Let's drop that down to 28. Maybe that'll be a bit better. Yeah, it's a bit better. I can see most of it now. Before we do that, what I want to do is have a quick look at what Fail2Ban actually is. And quite simply, Fail2Ban bans hosts that cause multiple authentication errors, as it says right there. So it scans the logs, and it doesn't just scan the auth.log, it will scan whichever log you set it to, and we'll go through that in a minute. And then it can, is this the one that actually puts it into PF? Yes, it is. It is. So what it does is it will create, if you set it up, it will create firewall rules and puts them into your firewall configuration. Now on this box, it's not actually running anything at the moment. So it's not running PF. It's not running any other firewall software. I want to have a quick look on my own server, because I can't remember if I've actually got this running or not. Fail2Ban is running. There we go. Yes. Right. Okay. I remember what I did now. So let's go back to our SSH. There we go. Yeah. So what I did was I created my own jail. Instead of using the jail.conf, I created one called jail.local. And what I'd done, because I was using PF and not IP tables or IPF or anything like that, I created this file, and I'm just going to copy it in ad verbatim, and we can see what it's doing. So there we go. There's the ban action, PF action type, all ports, and then my jail. So the SSHD. What else did I have? I had postfix, dovecot, and civ. And that was really all I did for it. So the ban action, that's what it does, which points back to ban action of PF, and that's how it worked. So what this then does is it runs a check on whichever log you've got it set to, and in this case it's looking at, if we go to the filter and we look at the SSHD, it's looking for all of this stuff. Let's see if it's mentioning the log. It doesn't actually mention which log, so I wonder if that must be already set in one of the other things then. It's probably set in jail.com. So SSHD log, where is that specified? Yeah, it's been a long time since I looked at this. It's just come out. It must be paths. Yeah, it'd be in here, wouldn't it? No, it won't. It will be in the common one. There it is. So SSHD log. So it's basically looking in the syslog for auth privs. Get there in the end. Right, so it's kind of messed up in the way that it does it. So it basically just scans the log, set here, looking for authentication or errors. Once it sees that, it grabs the IP address and puts it into, with the action from the jail, into your firewall of choice. Now, as you've seen, I've got that set up on PF. Problem is, this machine isn't running PF, but this should still start, of course. And I know what this is going to say. It's going to tell me that I haven't set it up in the rc.conf. So we'll use one start for now. There you go, that's running. And that's pretty much it. So, of course, what you would also do is in your rc.conf, just add Fail2Ban equals yes. Fail2Ban underscore enable equals, in brackets, in quotes, yes. Of course, I would actually have to set up my PF firewall, which I haven't got on this. I have got it, it's installed, of course, but I haven't set it to enabled. Now I can do, that's quite trivial, and I think I've done a video on that before. So that's Fail2Ban. Fail2Ban is, although it's quite complicated in the way it works, it's actually quite easy to set up. And there are plenty of examples on all the stuff that you could possibly use Fail2Ban with all over the internet. And in fact, their Git page, their GitHub page is pretty good. And it's now IPv6 aware as well, which is great. Whoosh, there we go. Look at that. Let's try that again. There we go. What was that? Fail2Ban version 1.0.2. Like I said, that's running. It is now scanning the files that I've set it to scan. But when it tries to put it into PF, it won't work. Never mind. Right, so we've also got SSHGuard installed. So let's have a look at that one. Now this is one that I used a very long time ago. And again, what this does is essentially scans logs and then puts an entry into your firewall rules. Depending on what firewall rules you're using. I find that actually this one is the easier one to use because it's pretty much all set up for you. There you go. It goes through all of the block time and the threshold. So block attackers, when their cumulative attack score exceeds the threshold attacks have a score of 10, optional default 30. Yeah. So let's start SSHGuard. It will say the same thing. Let's do it as a one start. And it's running. Let's get that enabled properly. So rc.conf SSHGuard underscore enable equals quote yes. So those will both start when this server restarts. I've just done a quick reboot and I've set up PF as well. I'll show you the configuration file for PF right now. So we'll just do a quick cat of that. etc pf.conf. So literally just skipping everything on the local host, on the loopback, blocking everything, passing in port 22 so SSH can connect, passing out the same but also DNS, port 80, port 123, which is ICMP, I think. What is port 123? Oh, time, yeah. And port 443, which is SSH. No, it's not. It's HTTPS. Yeah. Okay, so where were we? SSHGuard. So that is now running, and if I... Actually, let's have a look in the logs and see what's going on. So there's the Fail2Ban log. Let's have a quick look at that. It probably is empty, to be honest. There you go. It's just started up the jails. So SSHD, Postfix, Dovecot, and Civ. Now, Postfix, Dovecot, and Civ are not actually running on this machine. I just copied the jail configuration onto this machine. But as you can see, it's running, and it's checking mail log, and it should also be checking... Actually, let's have a look, see what else it is checking. The auth.log, which is where all the fail entries for SSH are put. So if we have a look at the auth.log, there won't be any fails because it's literally just me. But that's essentially how it works. So it just checks against the logs that you've set up. And there's also SSHGuard monitoring attacks. So we now have two pieces of software checking SSH. Now the difference between the two, obviously SSHGuard is specific to SSH. That's all it monitors. Whereas Fail2Ban will essentially look at any daemon that you've got running. You can set them up as you see fit in the jail.conf or even the jail.local, which is the one that I use. So that's all my jails. I might as well take these out because it's not running on this. But you could set telnet on there. You could set whatever you like. It doesn't matter. As long as you know where your log path is, the port, the ban action, which is listed above, you're good to go. It's quite simple. And as I say, if I was to check Google for Fail2Ban examples, there'll be loads. There will be absolutely loads. Thanks, Linode. So somebody's done a video on it here, but there will be absolutely loads of them. Absolutely loads. And there's even Plesk shows you how to do it, which is nice. Systemd. Bleh. As long as you know your ban action, and I've shown you pretty much what I use, which is PF. But if you don't like my one, it doesn't work for you, maybe you've changed paths, you can do Fail2Ban PF FreeBSD, and you will get lots and lots of examples. So there you go. Action type, all ports, multi-ports. That's my one. And in fact, this is a good site. I like Purple Hat. They are really good. What you will find here is also a couple of scripts to show the bans and to delete bans, which is really handy. Recommend you check them out. It's purplehat.org. Fantastic. They've got a load of stuff on there. Now, admittedly, that's for an older version of Fail2Ban, but I'm pretty sure it'll work the same. Let's have a look and see if we can find any others. How to install it. Well, we saw that. It was just PY version Fail2Ban. Nice and easy. Like I said, it's very simple to set up. It just, as long as you know your paths and you know port numbers and you know what you want to ban, you should find it fairly logical to set up. That's it. I hope you find this useful. Again, it's just something that I use and I'm still using, as it turns out. I thought I'd stopped using it, but I haven't. I'm still using it. Yeah, let me know. Let me know in the comments if you've got any configurations that are worth putting in, and just share with the community. While I'm talking about community, you guys, absolutely amazing. How we've got to 4,000 subscribers is just, it blows my mind. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. It's just been brilliant. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe while we're talking about subscriptions, and click the bell icon, get some notifications of when I release new videos. Discord server link down there. I say this every video. Why? You guys know what I'm going to say by now. See you next time. Bye bye.